You're tuning into Black and White Sports on YouTube. The no-holds-barred truth on sports. The main event starts now.
I'm back. Rodrance for Black and White Sports. Well, we had a little ESPN on ESPN crime today, which I'm all for. This is funny as hell. It's fantastic. A couple of weeks ago, I did a video where ESPN First Take, one of their stars of the show and the star of the show, Stephen A. Smith, came out and proclaimed that at $12 million a year, he was underpaid. Now, I don't think their ratings are anywhere close to where they used to be back in the Stephen A. versus Skip Bayless days. Let's be real, Skip made that show as much as Stephen A. Smith. Well, and on a side note, of course, working for woke ESPN, Stephen A. sort of insinuated that he was underpaid because he's black. Now, keep in mind, there's only 2 employees, to my knowledge, that actually get paid more than Stephen A. Smith, and that just came about recently. Joe Buck, Troy Aikman. Well, hell yes, they make more money than you. They're on Monday Night Football, a huge property that makes ESPN a lot of money. Really, the only truly ratings draw that ESPN's got anymore is NFL Monday Night Football. Everything else, studio shows, all the ratings have dropped. One could argue Stephen A. Smith might ought to take a pay cut because all his wokeness has been responsible for the ratings deterioration over there. Not to mention they got rid of so much great talent, Trey Wingo and Mike Golick, and the list goes on and on. So, Molly Qerim, the host of First Take, she called out Stephen A. Smith over his salary today. Over his salary, and she said right on the air that she is not getting paid nearly enough, and it's Stephen A. Smith's fault. She went so far as to literally take a piece of paper and drew a pie chart of the pay gap. Let's take a look at this. This is funny. They're discussing Aaron Rodgers. Now, Chris Mad Dog Russo's on there, and Dominic Foxworth's on there, but they're in a heated discussion about whether or not, Aaron Rodgers is worth his salary, et cetera, et cetera. So, let me set it up for you. Smith called out Russo, who makes $10,000 per appearance on First Take, because he did not believe Russo would take a pay cut. Mad Dog Russo said, "Would you take any less money? I'm on a salary cap thing anyway," Russo screamed. "I don't have to worry about anybody else." Smith was unimpressed with Russo's answer. Quote, "I don't know about that, doggy," Smith added. And that's when Qerim entered the discussion. So let's take a look.
He's doing it. When you do that well enough, you get paid a lot. You get paid a lot of money.
I believe you.
Yes, I don't.
Mad Dog
Russo
would take less money.
Thing anyway.
I
don't have to worry about everybody else.
You take less money. I don't know about that, doggy.
You could make it back.
Wait, Molly's on my team. You and I, we're a great combination.
I don't believe it.
You guys are
I have to take a much reduced salary so he can get paid.
See how she stuttered? Because she knows she's lying. Because she knows she's lying.
There's a big pie, and it's like, Molly, you get this little 1% slice so we can pay Stephen A. So here's me on the pie, and there's Stephen A.
There is some Molly to that.
Molly, actually, it's the other way around. Actually, it is me that is short. Others get paid. That's all I'm saying. But go ahead.
Okay, so the most interesting thing about all this at this point is the fact that Stephen A. Smith talks over her and through her. Oh my God, respect the females. And he comes back and doubles down again that he is still underpaid at ESPN. And Molly Qerim just comes right out and says, "We're all sacrificing money. I'm sacrificing money so you can have your $12 million a year salary." Wow. I mean, Stephen A. Smith, that's glorious. That Stephen A. Smith got called out over the amount of money he makes right there on the air. And Stephen A. Smith, you would have thought maybe in this day and time he'd have treaded a little lightly. They're liable to cancel his ass. Oh, my goodness. Molly Qerim should be paid as much as you. No, the hell she shouldn't. Never in life should Molly Qerim make anywhere close to what Stephen A. Smith makes. I'm sorry, but how many people do you think are tuning in to hear Molly Qerim break down the Dallas Cowboys New York Giants game? I'm waiting. Nobody. Stephen A. Smith is the star of First Take. Plain and simple. It used to be Stephen A. and Skip Bayless were the two stars, and that show's lost a lot since Skip left, but you get the point. He doubled down again at $12 million a year, saying he's underpaid, and Molly Qerim calls him out for the fact that she's having to take a lesser salary so he could get paid more. He should get paid more. Look, I think $12 million a year is ridiculous for Stephen A. Smith. I mean, you can't get me to back off of that. That seems utterly insane to me, especially at their ratings now, because all these studio shows have dropped in ratings because they can't stay away from political topics and race baiting, and he's part of the problem. But the point is, Molly Qerim really believes that she ought to make more money? I mean, come on, stop that. I mean, Stephen A. he's the show on that show. She calls him out, though. She called him out right live on the air. Listen, dude, you're the reason I'm not making as much money as I should be making. That got a little awkward. Right there. So I thought it was funny. A little ESPN on ESPN crime. Good. I hope you all destroy each other. I truly do. Peace. I'm out. Till next time.
Thanks for watching the show. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Be sure to tune in next time on Black and White Sports.